Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Quant Network, aka QNT. So let's dive in and let's talk about a few things. So first off, I did see this tweet earlier today, and I thought that it was actually pretty interesting. So first off, we do see GMX, QNT, BNB, AVAX, and Ethereum. Buy those now, hold for 2 years, become a millionaire. That's a tweet. Now, I wouldn't have looked at this tweet, twice if it was just a random account on Twitter or anything like that. And no, this does not mean that followers mean, respect or anything like that. No. It's just the fact that we've seen tweets like this all the time from individuals in the space constantly, and it doesn't really mean much. But this is an individual that is not only verified, but they have 250,000 followers. They're a huge individual in this space. They are, someone that a lot of people look for in regards to altcoin gems. And here we have them supporting QNT. QNT is making its way around the entire space. A lot of people are realizing the potential behind this token. A lot of people are realizing how large this token is actually going to be. I've compared it to Ethereum. I've compared it to Bitcoin because right now we have a token that is sitting at $100 some during a bear market, mind you, with an all-time high of $400, with utility growing day in and day out, with adoption growing day in and day out. It is exciting to say the least. And I even said over on Twitter, actually, a lot of people are actually responding to it because, even they are waiting as well. And what I said was, I think it was a little bit down here. So yeah, it was this one. I said, I'm waiting for the next big Oracle-type partnership for QNT. And a lot of people are asking me, and then what happens? And I love to see Quantany responding, saying more usage, more lockups, less circulating supply. It's not only that, but it also kind of gives us a little bit of a solidification on where Quant is moving towards. Who will be the next major partnership? Who will be the next major big name around Quant? No one can really kind of assume what it's going to be, but I will say this, if I had to make a major guess, it would be KPMG. We've been focused on KPMG for a while. They have been, there's a ton of ties between Oracle, or not Oracle, Quant and KPMG. So that's what I'm watching for right now. But also, what I am really kind of looking at is the growing wallets. We do see over here from Quant Essential over on Twitter, QNT wallets taking quite a leap this week. No wonder QNT has already basically successfully solved no wonder QNT have already successfully solved any-to-any interoperability at scale, and their technology is being utilized and rolled out to new clients at an incredible pace. We do see down here, Quant holders total almost 70,000. We're at 69,565. 24-hour span, 218. 7 days, 1,179. Wow, that's crazy. And also, they are showing us a little bit of an insight on the top 100 and the top 1,000. Rank 100 has about 14,844 Quant. And then rank 1,000 has about 1,466 QNT. So, pretty substantial. Those individuals are going to make out like a bandit at the all-time highs, but also even the next major price action move after the all-time highs. So that's very exciting. But the amount of holders is something substantial to me because we are still very early on QNT. Even at $400, we will still be very early on QNT. $1,000, $5,000, $10,000. It's all a distraction. Prices do matter, don't get me wrong, and we want to make as much money as possible. But Quant, to me, listen, I'm diversified. The other investments that I have will easily, help me make all the money that I invest into this space back and then some. QNT is just a long-term hodl to me. I will never sell my QNT. I do have a trading amount of QNT that I do have, just to kind of sell at the all-time high for easy money, and even a little bit at 1,000 or so. But I have a significant wallet that I do buy QNT almost on a daily basis at this point. I do accumulate heavy under $100, which I've been 100% transparent with you guys. That wallet is cold storage, and it sits on the sidelines. It is not going to be utilized for many years to come because I just see the upside potential on QNT. And the upside potential is where QNT's position. Not only the position that it's, at, but also, what it's doing compared to the rest of this market. We do see over here from DeFi Riddler, gateway to interoperability. Bitcoin up, QNT goes up. Bitcoin down, QNT goes up. 400,000 plus customers, 550 plus banks, 70,000 holders early. Please welcome QNT, the sleeping giant everyone needs to hear about. And yeah, I mean, like, QNT has solved the biggest issues. We do see down here, actually, QNT is Quant Network's official token. It allows to create financial programs that exploit features of different blockchains. By different, I mean any-to-any interoperability. Imagine Bitcoin security, but with XLM speed, Solana's fees. I mean, like, these are just like some comparisons. Token overview. At the time that this post was made, price was $135. Circulating supply 13.4 million. By the way, the circulating supply is wrong. The total supply is essentially out there, which is only 14.6 million. Market cap 1.6 mil. All-time high $383. Launched in 2018 with an ICO around $1. Has no intention of stopping here. And yeah, I mean, like, this is very exciting. I mean, like, everything around it really is morphing into reality before our eyes. We are seeing the ever need for interoperability. We are seeing the ever need for digital tokens. Everything around this space is growing at a rapid pace, and it's so exciting to see something like QNT continue to grow, continue to make its name known, and it's not going to stop there. Also, a lot of people have been speculating on if Starbucks, their NFT, is going to be powered by QNT. Looks pretty clear to me, and we do see down here Starbucks is launching an NFT-based loyalty program on Polygon. I believe this is built on Quant's technology, and here's why. Like, for example, this goes in depth a little bit on the Oracle partnership as well. Quant has been given the stamp of official interoperability provider for Oracle blockchain solutions. Oracle and Starbucks have been working together for decades, and most recently Starbucks has gone to Oracle for blockchain services to integrate physical and digital experiences. You guys have that as well. Shout out to Freeway Aligi, or I hope, I don't know if I'm saying that name right. Not only that, Starbucks is a customer of Oracle's customer loyalty product named CrowdTwist. Here's an update of CrowdTwist stating it's already completed project integrating blockchain into CrowdTwist. Why would they say built on Polygon if it's built on Oracle blockchain platform? From Greg Lunt. Because the layer 1 is Polygon. Oracle blockchain platform is not a layer 1. It's a developer tool suite to develop either your own private instance of a layer 1 and or on a public chain. We knew what public chains Oracle support because Quant is their interoperability provider. Hint, Polygon. And yeah, this is very exciting. If this is true, which we don't know if it's going to be, okay. And also shout out to 3Toe Sloth 1. We don't know if this is going to be fully true. We don't know what's going to happen here. We could speculate all day long. But there's one thing that I want you guys to all understand right now. It does not matter if this is powered by QNT at the current moment in time, because at some point in the future, when DLT is the main core system for every single process in the world, Quant will power all of these major names. Starbucks, Walmart, I mean, any name that you could think of will be powered by Quant's Overledger. That's the exciting truth around the future, is that interoperability is 100% crucial for not only the crypto world, but the legacy world. It is needed. And the biggest thing that plays into this is healthcare interoperability. Right now, in the world, we have a lot of major networks that are fragmented and running into a lot of issues because of interoperability and the lack of it. Shout out to Tokenizer for this, but we do see Lara Verdian poses a perfect or a pretty interesting case for QNT. She had 10 years of experience in pharma and healthcare and majored in the sector. Prior to joining QNT, she spent 4 years at Deloitte, one of the big 4 accounting firms. How does healthcare experience connect to QNT? I was about to say DLT. What many might not know is that the idea for Q&T Overledger is ISO/TC307 actually came from Gilbert's experiences down in NSW, working in their government healthcare. Here's a clip of Lara's husband explaining how the early days went. Listen closely to this. It's about 1:45.
The Bitcoin in terms of the words. So the industry was looking at it. It interested financial services a lot. So around that time, I moved government departments, and then I went to the Australian government, and I started thinking about how to use blockchain for cybersecurity reasons because it's a secure rail. I was chief security officer at the Department of Health, and I wanted to interconnect health data between different jurisdictions and different systems. And I started talking about how we can use a blockchain overlay as a secure means to transfer and hold very sensitive, patient data, which is, if you look at the dark net, patient data is the most valuable. Health data costs more to buy than financial data, credit card numbers, etc. And the problem is, if you lose your financial data, you can ring the bank and you get a new card, or you can do other things. But if you lose your health data, you can't ring anyone and say, "Can you change my DNA?" So it's very valuable. So I wanted to do it in a more secure manner. So I started talking about the overlay, which kind of led to the idea of Overledger. How do we have a blockchain overlay that can interconnect different networks and different systems? I started talking about it from a government perspective. The standards people approached me, and they said, "This is really interesting. Can we turn this into an ISO standard?" And what that means is standards create economies, because you're allowing people to communicate and talk the same language. And in financial services, in payments and all the messaging systems, ISO 20022 is the standard. The old one was.
And I also love to hear him say, and I don't know if you caught this, but let me just go back real quick. Listen closely to what he says here.
Create economies.
Create economies. Standards create economies. When we look at TC307, if you guys don't know what TC307, it is DLT standards. It is these standards around adopting and utilizing blockchain and DLT technology. These standards are going to power the new digital economy. Like, this is the next big thing, and Quant is the core system behind it for interoperability. But also, this does go in depth on, yes, that's right, Gilbert Verdian is not only the most recognizable names in the world of trade finance and cybersecurity, but also in health and legal from some of his previous experiences. Interopen, a consortium of bringing interoperable healthcare data, was actually one of the first collaborations that Q&T had officially announced back in late of 2018. Both Lara and Gilbert have had some exciting things to say for this concept. If you guys want to read it, there you guys have it. One of Q&T's key partners, Oracle, has recently acquired Cerner, an American health infotech supplier and service provider valued at $28 billion during the time of acquisition. We also know Oracle has come out saying Q&T will be Oracle's primary solution for interoperability. There are even more potential leads that could hint at Quant and Overledger being used in the healthcare and medical sector. For now, enjoy this little breakdown into the new market emerging to integrate DLT and blockchain. We will surely visit this soon. And yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like, listen, we've focused on the interoperability use case potential around a lot of markets and major sectors, and I think that the healthcare sector is one that is very special, and in fact it is ripe for disruption around interoperability. I mean, it needs interoperability because right now it still is having a ton of issues. So currently, these sectors are plagued with a lot of problems that, really kind of stem from lack of interoperability and lack of communications. It slows the entire process down. It makes it a lot more expensive. There's a lot of problems within it. This is also one of the biggest problems with even cross-border payments as well. Like, all of these industries, all of these sectors are plagued with this same exact issue that Quant has solved. Do you guys understand why I talk to you guys about Quant all the time and almost on a daily basis? It's because of how early we actually are. We are still very early on crypto technology. I mean, like, a lot of people think that you're late to the party. Oh, Bitcoin launched back in 2009, or you could argue 2008, and it didn't really kind of pick up traction until 2010. So technically, it's been about 12 years, or if you want, 14 years, whatever the case may be. But in that time frame, we haven't really even scratched the surface of true crypto adoption and utility case. So we're still building on that. We're still getting to that point, and now we are seeing these huge giant names like the IMF, the World Economic Forum, the BIS, global governments. I mean, everyone is talking about crypto if you are in the government area or even the tech area. So right now, as we do focus on crypto, we are morphing into reality the biggest historical move in technology around all of these major sectors and industries in our lifetime. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, and notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, up that you all have a beautiful day, beautiful night, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.